Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Room here to run. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans
At their own 19-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
First and 10, it's Ryan.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Play fake, Mills.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
Our first down throw for Mills.
Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The slot man in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Slant pass to Boyd. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Fourth down, Mills.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Ryan. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Colts at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, it's Taylor. Dances, but the ball is free. Taylor lost it, and the Texans scoop it.
And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Mills.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On play action, Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now, Mills.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Ryan.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Following the fumble recovery, Mills finding Green complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing, Mills. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy, Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They go play action. Mills.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Mills.
Green's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mills now. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mills to throw it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan.
Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And Ryan's throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And it's caught. Touchdown Colts. Isaiah McKenzie as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. And Mills is intercepted for the third time.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this a very, very short kick.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So that will push them back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Final play of the half, Mills.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
A run by Pierce begins the second half.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 40 now on second down, Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. That's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on second down, Mills. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, here's Mills. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Mack Wilson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Taylor. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Third and goal, here's the option left. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started a great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Now it's Hines. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, Tuesday.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.